careful.
Okay, I'm here. Before you lurk, I'm doing fine. Hi, how are you? Been a while. Yeah, no, I've been grand. Hello, everyone. More red wall. Woo. So, I may have off stream looked up to see if there was actually any armor pieces in that one bit he mentioned. And, accidentally found out where the other two pieces I'm missing are. But I did find out that he's full of shit. And there's no armor piece over there. At least, I don't think so anyway. So that's annoying. Do I have... I don't. Dang it. Thank you. I thought of it yesterday after Sneak and Squeak was actually suggested to me by my sister. So I decided to use that one yesterday and this one today. 8 frickin' florins for absolutely nothing. I know. Let me see. Where was the easiest to get bit? I think it's over there. Just need to wait for this guy to leave. Okay, hold on. This goes... Right. That one's to the Armory. We need to go get the Armory key, which... I'll remember the buttons eventually. Crap. Okay, give me a minute here. Maybe I might just... Hold on, I'm gonna sleep and bring this back up to daytime. Should get light about 6 or 7 a.m. hard to control the camera to see around. Oh, shit. I didn't even... I didn't think you went far enough to see me around the door. Okay, so yeah, he stands there. Ooh. Empty. Empty. Hello, Rat. Okay. There's the actual cell right there. Isn't it? What are you doing here, mouse? You look lost. Searching for something. Can you help me? Have you talked to the smithy? I have. Did you ask him? He sees everything that goes on around here. But he also knows when to look the other way. And how to keep his mouth shut, too. Anyway, we're planning an escape. Well, I just opened the door for you, so that should help. Want to come along? Shh. What? What? You should come with us. You should come with us. Won't we be safer traveling separately? The door was unlocked. Why are you still here? These locks are easy to pick. We can just pop them right open. We need to gather supplies before we go. Won't get far without them. There's nothing but open moorland for hundreds of miles beyond these walls. Listen to her. She might be a criminal, but she's no liar. I am a liar. No, you're not. We'll go by boat on the lakeshore, aren't we? Rude. Alright, tell me your plan. Well, wait. I don't know anything about him. He could be a spy for the commander. True, or a very short rat. You're going to come with us. You're going to have to prove we can trust you. What's your name, mouse? Tilo. His name's Tilo. Aye, that's right. We never reveal our true names to anybody, but you can call me XX Shadow Phoenix XX. And I'm Fatal. Giving me a real name? Alright, Gusto, I couldn't think of anything. Oh. Tell you what, Tilo. Show us you're our kind of mess. Bring us the handkerchief off a guard's belt. I think I already have one of those. We might let you tag along. Well, let's see it. The stolen handkerchief and offer it to the two thieves. Don't give it to me. You're the one who asked for a snot rag, Gusto. You take it. Fine, fine. Give it here. Happy now? He's done what you asked him to, Gusto. Let him come with us. Not yet. There are some supplies we'll need for the journey. Find them, and you can join us. Tell me what you need. We've got a list. Bring each item to us as you find them. We'll stash them in the cell until we're ready to go. Alright. Go on, I'm listening. In return, we'll teach you some of the secrets of our craft. Ooh, okay. How to hone your senses, sharpen your skills, improve your stamina, and whatever. It'll make this all a lot easier. Alright, I'm in. Let's get to it. Heard you might know something about the smithy's missing hammer. Who told you that? The smithy. He knows we took it? Quiet! We might know more than something about that. Maybe we were planning to tunnel out of our old cell in the jail into the sewers. We didn't get very far before they moved us here. We hid the hammer away, along with a few other things. Promise to bring back our stash. We'll tell you where it's hidden. Alright, where have you put the hammer? Stashed in our old cell in the jail. There are these two metal rings on the wall. They open a hidden nook we found down there. This place is full of secrets. You'll need this. I drew you some instructions. Oh, that's nice. Don't open it until you reach the jail. Don't open it until I... Okay. Hold on. Blooded cell key. Okay, we remember where that is. That's way back at the start. Oh, yeah, so... What are you, a thief? Pickpocket? I'm a minstrel. Lutenist? He's a what? A lutenist. He worships Luton. Luton? We love Luton too. I think I love these guys. These are my favorites so far. And I'm in good company. This place is full of criminals. Looking for a guard's helmet. You like this one here? A good one, just about your size. Not easy to come by. What can you trade for it? I have florins. I don't, but I'll just say I do. Florins? What good are florins to this in here? Besides, we're mice of principle. Hi, we have a principle of never paying for anything. You write your own songs? Or just sing songs by other, more talented minstrels? Your minstrel writes their own songs. Why don't you write a ballad about us? Yes, the Ballad of Gusto and Fatale. It'll be good for our renown. I'll help. Rhyme scheme would you like to use? Rhyme scheme. Listen to the professor. Let's do it in couplets. Ooh, nice. What? How do you know what a couplet is? Knowing things isn't a crime, Gusto. If it was, you might actually know something. Follow me and do try to keep up. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Minigame. Okay, may I present to you the greatest of crooks. But you'll never have read him. Gusto and Fatale, a couple of schnooks. Well, I do like schnooks, and it gets their name in there. A poetry minigame. And I have a funny feeling if I mess it up, it'll go down. My renown will go down. What works better for the whole... I suppose if I had the tune, I'd be able to hear it better. The first one makes more sense, but it has maybe too many beats to it. I think I'm gonna go with the schnooks. That was... so cute. I did quick save a little bit ago, yeah. Let's try again. I present to you the greatest of crooks. And, you know, I still think the second one is better. Brother and sister, they're siblings in crime. Why don't I just write them the Mungo Jerry and Rumple Teaser song from Cats? I suppose. They've never been caught and they've never done time. Well, that's just plain wrong, so... First one again, I'm thinking. Oh, feck off. The second one was a lie. Come on. Alright, well, we'll just keep in mind that we can lie, I guess. Well, the first one just doesn't rhyme, so... Writing is valid for them as a test. That second line is definitely better. Steal from you your every last worldly possession. You convinced it was that your suggestion? Mars was from our finale. Probably been robbed by Gusto and Fatali. Thank you. You don't have to make a song and dance. I literally have to make a song and dance of that. Take some time. Next time, then. How does a Sicilian hefts it to you? Here, the helmet's yours. Should buff up quite nice. They were a mice of our word. There's a first time for everything. Why aren't you being held in the main jail? We were moved here from the jail a few days back. Maybe they're getting ready to set us free. Or hang us. It's the first thing you need. Once we're on the road, we'll need checkpoint passes. Oh, I think I have one of them. Find us too. 3. 3! That's what I said. Okay. Gesundheit. Did they mark the location of their cell on my map? Do you know we can just find it? No, they did not. Oh well. Heavy helmet with a full face guard. The helmet's crown is dented. Inside, you discover a clump of fur matted with congealed blood. Why is it so long? What's at the end? It's probably nothing. But I'm committed now. It's nothing. Okay. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Wearing all items of the same costume seems to give you, like, extra bonuses to whatever it is they do for you. You said not to read this until I get down there, so I won't. No good way out. Not until he comes back down here. Just wanted to get another one. And see how long he stays down here. Okay, long enough that I could have escaped. That actually works out better. Suppose while I'm here, I should go get the key to the Armory. Whilst it's still in my brain where it is. can actually remember where it is. No. Oh, yeah, no, it is this way, yeah. And it's out this way that I've never gone before. On another one of those beetles. Oh. Gross. Nice. And this gets us up into the rafters. Don't, for the love of God, don't fall down, Tilo. I'm gonna go over that ladder that's over there. It's so good, isn't it? It's so cute. Look at our little ears. Oh, thank you. Can I actually save while I'm not in somewhere? Look, I can. Okay, no. I will save as soon as I'm in a hiding spot, then. Hello there, rhinoceros beetle. Or scap beetle. Ow! Why? Why? Yeah, this is actually harder than it looks. Okay, there we go. Over this, there you go. Oh, you're the guy that patrols the ramparts. Whoop. Whoop. Ouch. Excuse me. Okay, what did we get off of them? Alright, 2 different ciphers. And guard's footlocker key. There we go. Nice. Ah! Hello, everyone. Hello, Whimsy. How are you doing? Whoa. Go, 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 go. Okay, that doesn't work. Sorry, I will say a proper hi in a little bit. I'm running away from a rat. Ouch. Alright, just a couple seconds more. Huh. Didn't actually think there was a place in here. Sheep raids are the best raids. Sorry, still just a little bit longer. Okay, there we go. He's lost sight of me. Woo. Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? Thank you for the raid, Whimsy. So, yeah, as you can see, you're playing Ghost of a Tale. We're a cute little mouse who's trying to find his wife. It's kind of like Redwall, if any of you are familiar with that. Let's heal up a little bit here. Yeah. It is so cute. Look at us. We've got a hat. And a little bandit mask, because we're sneaky. We're supposed to be sneaky. Not very good at it. Although, in my defense, I would have made it if I hadn't have picked up that little red flower for my wife when we find her. Ooh, butterfly. It disappeared into the wall. We'll just ignore that. And we run on all fours. It's so cute. Okay, now. We're currently looking around trying to find some armor so we can pass ourselves off as a guard. Obelisk chest key, okay. She fought and fell with grace. I think that guy's gone far enough that I can... I don't know where he goes. Hello, everyone. Hello, welcome on in. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Okay, we'll check what's up there later. Oh, hello. Okay, okay. He had stuff on his belt. We'll wait until he comes back up. And see what this does while we're at it. Okay. Suppose I get to the bottom of here and I pull something up with it, so we'll leave that down for the moment. Okay, it's coming back up. Alright, where is he? There he is. actually what we were after. Now, where's your other guy? Oh, he's right there. Pick up that mushroom, but I don't want to risk it. Aye, the poet at heart, a warrior by circumstance, spared the torment of the emerald fire by his love's merciful blade. Oh. A wasp nest. It's probably a distraction or something. And we can explore back up here later. I'm gonna head back and finish off what I need to do first. Oh, I can look up here now. Oh, and get this. Nice. Okay, just a bed. Just a bed and some candles. Good to know they're here, though. Let's just drop down here, actually. Yeah, I suppose I could. Unless, oh yeah, no, but this is the stairway that has that guard on it. So better if I don't, really. I believe that was the ramparts, yeah. I think we got the key from that guard that was up along there. Oh, here we go. Hiding space. And saved. There we go. And it only took however long it took me to do that one redeem. Okay, let's... Guard's Footlocker is the one we picked up off of that guy in the ramparts. But I think we also got this cipher. Ring symbols are obviously part of some code you don't understand. Leek Marrow Turnip. F23, the frog has the key. Oh, thank you. I keep doing that. Just not used to B being jumped, you know? Okay. So the armory's over here. But we're over by this door, so we'll go here. We'll grab whatever is in the flooded cell, I forget now. The hammer. And their stash. Didn't even notice this ladder. Nice. Not entirely sure that was worth it, but still nice. Oh, look at her little butt. It's all furry. I presume the guy is still here, right? Yeah, there he goes.
Careful.
Thank you. I need to be careful of this guy. Which way were the flooded cells? Let's check this out first, though. So they said the frog has the key. This is the only frog I've seen. It is very dark in here. Don't think there's anything extra in there, though. We'll come back to him. Or whatever's going on there. Sewers. That's sewers. Flooded cells over here. That's our cell. That's the jail master key. I think this is... Yeah, there we go. Flooded cell. Oh, did that one guy say there's spiders down here? Spider warning, I guess. G10. Did they say about... Oh yeah. Forgot, he sent me out there, didn't he? Secret nook in Gusto and Fatale's old cell. Fatale's old cell. It should be here. What else did they say about it? Because I forget completely. Okay, we might have to come back to that. We'll go talk to the frog anyway first. I dreamt of the lake last night, and of drowning, and of a mouse, and of a drowning mouse. Lake Valia. Valia is the vast inland sea spanning from Meridia in the east to the distant shores of Saltar. Once dominated by the sleek ships of the Valian frogs, the lake is now policed by the galleons of the Red Paw, for its ports and trade routes are vital to the service of the Rat Empire. The eastern shore of Valia is defended by a chain of fortress keeps, of which Dunlane Heights is but one. Valia's waters are stagnant and acidic, yet home to a myriad of creatures, including the sunder crab and the gowler eel. Several leagues offshore, a heavy fog enshrouds the lake, a hazard for shipping and a haven for pirates. Legend claims that hidden within lies the mythical island of Periclave, and that is not the only mystery Valia might hold. Ancient texts and lays describe Valia not as a lake, but as an endless plain on which the final battle of the War of the Green Flame took place. Scholars of Keem speculate that the confusion arises from a mistranslation of the original text, but it is just possible that the truth lies beneath the waters of the lake itself. And now here you are. I'm told you have a key for the sewer grate. Oh, a key. Maybe I do, Mousy, maybe I do. May I have it? No. Maybe I can if you give me the password. Is it marrow? Is it turnip? Is it leek? Is this a password or a shopping list? I have no idea. They don't tell me anything. Anyway, the key's in my chamber pot. Really? It wasn't there before. Right. Yeah. Right. Right. It is now. Wonderful. Thank you. Is that it? Back so soon, Mazzy? Haven't bothered me enough? Yeah. Okay, so that's the key to the sewer. Before we do that, I want to get all of our guard costume together. Okay, apparently I could have gone. I won't go now because he's just going to turn around as soon as... Yeah, there he goes. So far, just about the only thing that I'm not liking in this game is the camera controls. They're just a little bit too, I don't know, aggressive or something. Like the auto camera stuff is too aggressive. I feel like I'm fighting it more than anything most of the time. Oh, it's getting dark. Oh, and we can look in the footlockers as well now. Dark greaves. Nice. We can dress up as a tiny guard now. Warning. Brisance is an extremely volatile substance. Do not strike or shake. Do not carry alone. Light fuse with candle or a fire steel. Use with caution. All inquiries regarding Brisance should be addressed to the smithy at the forge. Maybe a magazine key. Yeah, I thought we saw the armory door somewhere else before. Ah, it's at the end. Okay, it's at the end of that big long tower. With the hook. I thought I could just about make it. I was wrong. I suppose now would be the perfect time to test this, though. I now dressed. I'm a tiny knight. Oh, except for the face. There we go. Now I look like a scrawny rat recruit. This is so cute. Look at me go. This is as fast as I can move. Can I even run? Oh, I can. I love it. I'm sure there's some situation where they'll notice I'm not a guard. Maybe if I run into them. Or if I spend too long in one place or get caught somewhere I'm not meant to be. It's so good. Okay. Sewer gate key. How's this? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. We need to find the rest of the checkpoint passes. I need to ask them again about their hidden thing. I won't, though. I'm gonna run off to the guards' quarters, the barracks, and see if I can't open up all of their footlockers. Might change out of BA's clothes for the moment, though. We don't have anything for legs and ears. I do have the footlocker key. Are there multiple footlocker keys? I feel like they should be named separately then. Fine. Okay, so it's one specific footlocker. Still. Just means I have to find which one it is. Unless... Unless I already used it to get the... Oh no, it's this one apparently. Marked Obel. Where it's Obel marked with a curious glyph. Oh. Silver disc issued to all members of the Rock Guard and inscribed with its bearer's name. Obel has a curious glyph etched into its back face. Okay, alright, so some sort of identifier. Cool. Just gonna assume this key doesn't open up any other. Evening. Just so goddamn cute. It appears we have mostly infinite stamina while we're here, but... I mean, while we're wearing this, but it does make us only run as fast as we can when we're walking unarmored. I don't know what it does with sleeping guards, though. I don't think this is going to get old. They're so small. Okay, real test. What does it do when we go past this guy? It looks like it does nothing. So it only cares when you hear footsteps that don't sound like a bunch of pots clanging together. Gotcha. It should only bring that out when I actually need it. Like now. Okay, let's go find this Faustus fella. Okay, fine. Hold on. Can I disable these? Or... Oh, yeah, no, I probably can, can't I? That's dangerous. I should probably change out of this outfit. Okay, they won't let us be naked, apparently. Which is fair enough. Oops. Guess I can't pick that up. Distillery key. Ooh. Oh, it's a leech. Oh, that's awful. I'd actually prefer spiders. I'm being perfectly honest. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's a big leech. I really hope it can't get me up here. Okay, cool, it can't. Ugh. Well, apparently can't go that way. Can I, like, run up here and... just wait for this leech to pass by again? Ugh. Ah. Wonderful. Uh... We were able to open this door, so there must be something we can do. Oh, I'm not gonna like this. Alright. Let's step in the pile. Is that it? Oh. Yeah, that's it apparently.
creepy.
Oh god, it is so goddamn creepy. Just awful. Ugh. Oh, it makes noise. Don't hiss like a snake, that's wrong. Yeah, okay, that's the distillery one.
I have a bad feeling about this.
So do I. So do I. Okay, can't do anything with that, and I don't see a lever anywhere. And it's probably on the other side. Alright. Jump. Okay, what do we got down here? Spiders? More leeches? Cool, see you in a bit. Some poisonous mushrooms over there, as we've learned. Don't see... Do I see anything worth getting over there? I don't think so. But... Okay. That sounds important. Here we go. Yeah, that opens up that bit. Perfect. Distillery key. Okay, we're still looking for that one key then. That probably has to be opened with a lever, or it can't be opened at all. Awesome. Oh, poor guy. Rangers too. Ranger, okay. Rangers are mercenaries, skilled in tracking in a common sight in garrisons such as Great Burham and Dwindling Heights. The soldiers of the Rat Guard are under strict orders to let Rangers go about their business unhindered. It is an uneasy truce. Ranger is always seen wearing Ranger hood, Ranger mask, Ranger tunic, Ranger belt, Ranger boots. Excellent. It's not as sneaky as my current attire, but it is better sprint speed. Nice. I kind of presume I have to pick up a bunch of different colored mushrooms for the next quest. Can't, like, light this on fire. No. We've still yet to find the distillery key. Alright, fine. Getting more sticks. Isn't there more of them? Oh, I got all of them, I guess. Oh, there's one. Okay, so we've gotten into the sewer. We need the distillery key from somewhere. Should I just... It's probably just the door prompt. Distillery key, right? Where would we get the distillery key? It doesn't say anything about that anywhere, does it? Ooh. I assume those things mean to turn something in a specific direction. I kind of feel like they're the shackles anchor points that are on the walls, but I can't interact with any of them, so... Throw a stick at them or anything, do I? No. I think I see in here some blue mushrooms, and you can find those all over the place. Okay, I might be a little stuck again. Oh. Okay, well, I think I've been everywhere. How much? 19 florins? Maybe the blacksmith knows where the distillery key is. Ah, there's something up there actually. Oh no, that's a spider right there, isn't it? Oh, thank you. I was hunched over and I didn't even notice. Okay. I feel like this is a terrible idea, but what if I pull out the flint and steel? Okay, fine. Oh, he's upside down. He's dead. Perfect. It is somewhat of a horrifying indication of their size, though. I should play Grounded at some point as well. At least I think that's the name of it. The Honey, I Shrunk the Kids video game where you're a bunch of kids, you got shrunk, and now you're surviving in your back garden. Maybe I should check down in this, what's it called? Flooded. Flooded cell again. Because I'm certainly just missing something. He's so cute, isn't he? I'm just going to leave the helmet on for a bit. Oh, there we go. There, okay, hold on. Okay. No, hold on. If I assume the dot is the holder for the ring, now I want that one there. That's what the stool is for. Come here, stool. There we go. Perfect. So I assume they're should just be another set of rings somewhere that I can mess around with, and I just need to figure out where they are. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the bit in Return of the King when Frodo and Sam were dressed up in the orc armor. Look at him go. Get there eventually. Oh, I should refill my... Wait, oh, it's back here. Just power walk to victory, little dude. You probably won't talk to me if I'm a guard. Really? Let's find out. Ah, join the red paw, I see. Was there something you needed, Private? Here, I have your hammer. So you do. Good tool, that is. Glad to have it back. Here. 5 florins. Okay. Anything you need? Sure. Alright, checkpoint passes. Worth 2 florins, CMS? Hey, I just... Okay, fine. Maybe the hammer is just a discount and he usually asks for like 10 or something. It is, here. Oh no, let's see. Checkpoint passes. They're issued at the main gate, so there's that. First though, check the drunk's cage in the jail. Why? 2 guards due for leave had their passes stolen. Barfin from the night watch is being held over it down in the jail. Yeah. No, we already saw that. I think we already got that one. Passes are still missing. Might be a good place to start. Alright then, was there anything more you wanted? Aye. No, I already figured that one out. I was kind of hoping he'd just tell me where it is. No. You already know where he is. Sure, alright. What is it you're making? Noise. Good job. Yeah, thanks. Alright, hello. How do I get up there? Oh, that's the place where the guy hangs out. Where's the... This way? Yeah, it's this way. It's not this way. Can I still get to there from this way? I think I can. Right, this area. There's the armory down there. Give these guys back their stash while I'm here. Wait, can I talk to the guards now? Look, Fatal, the mouse dressed as a guard. There's got to be a name for that. Aye, a traitor. Here's your stash from the old cell. That's the good stuff. Then you have the smithy's hammer, so we're all square, right? Aye, we're square. Just watch yourself. There's something off about the smithy. Aye, have you seen his teeth? They're wooden. Rows of little wooden stumps. Like a haunted forest. Like a pauper's graveyard. Isn't it? So I know it says I can talk to them, but I think I remember reading that there's a strict code of silence, so I bet if I did, the jig would be up. Where's that pointing to? Up there somewhere? Can't be right. How would I even get up there? Then I gotta stop paying 8 florins for information on stuff that even he doesn't know how to find. Just didn't feel like climbing up the stairs, apparently. Don't just go falling off the edge there. You go around, though. Where is that garden entrance again. The stairs into the left or something? Hey, whoa there, slow down. We got tiny little legs. Here it is. Should probably save. Where does this go? Oh, whatever. It's so cute. Look at my little helmet. Okay, according to the map, should be around here. Maybe I get it as a reward for catching all of his beetles. Have a wonderful sleep, Fuji. Thank you for stopping by. And what do you say about my costume? What is it? Oh, sure. Okay, I can't update you on my costume, I guess. Pull out the scroll of paper from your pouch, show it to Silas. The rings I don't recognize, but these two characters here, they look like coordinates. You need a map of the sewers. Wait, do any of our... Hold on. Do our maps actually have coordinates? Because they look like coordinates. No, they don't. Maybe it just means it gets marked on my map. No, apparently not either. Oh, I can't wait for that cough to clear up. Okay, so it doesn't get marked on my map. I do understand that they're coordinates F23, that's fine. Is there really a rose in that room that I just keep missing? Now, what other help you got? Let's find Faustus. Okay, yeah. Listen for their call after dark. It'll guide you to them. Okay, okay. Ah, fine. Alright, you're very helpful, Silas, right? Name's Silas? Silas. I swear I found most of the beetles, haven't I? Five out of 7, yeah. Oh, wait. There's a whole bunch of rooms on the way up here that I didn't look at because I didn't want to have to bother with the guards. Let's go take a look at them now, I think. Maybe this was the only room. Yeah, okay, this was the only room. Never mind. Oh, except there is this. Okay, well, alright then. So, I guess it does tell you where they are. But it's not great at showing what height it's at. And jump up there in my current outfit. It's probably not anywhere I can actually go, and if I tried to jump down, it'd probably kill me. I hear birds, but most of the birds be even bigger than we are. Whoa. Keep forgetting what's map and what's run. Oh, I see. There's bear traps. No, I can't open that one. Ooh, more mushrooms. Certainly picking up mushrooms isn't a suspicious activity for a guard. Right? Rose. Nice. 11 out of 17. We are getting real far with this. Okay, door too big for a mouse. That's fair enough. Wonder if that noise we just heard is the scat beetle call. Because if I move around, that other bug-like chirping stays in my right ear, so it can't be that. Where does this go? Just around. Just under. Okay. Yeah, that's fun. Sure are picking up a lot of mushrooms. Is this gonna be part of the spider antidote? Or is it just food? Is there a cooking system? I hope there's a cooking system. Okay, okay. What's that doing out here? Chirp sounds like it came from in front of us somewhere, but... let's just see what's up here anyway. Crap, 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 crap. Okay. Now that one really distinct chirp is, yeah, that just always sounds like it's in front of us. So it's not that either. I don't know what that is. It is a surprisingly pretty game, isn't it? I don't even know what all these mushrooms do, but dang it if I'm not picking all of them up. Ow! Yeah, I knew we were just about empty. Okay. What do I do about bees? Just not be near them, I guess. Okay, we've come full circle on this. Oh, is that another mushroom? Or is that just a... no. It's just a lump. An insurmountable obstacle. Oh no, there we go. Wait, is that a... oh, it is. Nice. Okay. Pretty sure this is a bed. Just sleep until morning. I think we're nearly there anyway. Okay. Still want to look for that other bit of the thief's costume. Who's that today? Oh, it's Silas, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, let's try the sewers again, because we know the solution to the puzzle. The only problem is finding the puzzle to begin with. Maybe we can ask the blacksmith to draw a grid on our maps. Hey, they're rolling. We already know that. Hold on. Here's the... yeah, alright. 4 florins, sure, yeah. Now your way to the sewers into the old cistern hall. Gotcha. Once you're there, just follow the blue mushrooms. That's all I can say. Really? That wasn't terribly helpful. Alright, fine. Alright. Go back down into that one area. fill up our lantern first. I assume these never run out. We just need to know where they are. Cool. He also said that some of the passes are around here, possibly, but... Oh, seriously? Come on, dude. Oh my god. Alright, well that's two. I don't really want to go back and check if there was a third. No, it's not here. It's the end of the hall. Okay, let's... Oh yeah, and heal up as well while we're at it. Okay, follow the beam mushrooms. Check all these rings. No, there was one up there. I mean, is there something there? I don't think there is. You'd think it'd be that one or something. Okay, and then we're back here. That needs the distillery key as well. It's all poison. I'll die if I go in there. I don't know, I feel like I successfully followed a lot of blue mushrooms and haven't gotten any closer. Hmm. Oh, I don't know. I mean, what does this do exactly that... yeah, it just slowly drains your health. Maybe I can run through it, though. I'm fast enough that it won't be able to kill me. You have an awful lot of mushrooms. Can't run while I'm in water, though. That's the only thing. Crap, 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 crap. Ew. Ugh. Can I throw a bottle at you or something? No. Yeah, leeches are one of the few things where I just didn't... nope, don't like it. Where's that leech gone? Here it comes. There he is. Actually, does taking the mushroom take away its poison? Hold on. Oh, okay. Perfect. I'm gonna hop back out of this here cistern, hop into one of those barrels, save, and see how far we can get, and then I'm gonna call it. I wish there was a better way through. I don't know what his detection range is. Like, you can't see me here, apparently. I don't know how to get around this. I throw a stick at him? Okay, alright. Cool, there we go. Okay, and here's the metal rings. There we go. One up and then one to the right. Okay. I think this is the up. Beautiful. And here he is. Perfect. Alright. We will talk to him tomorrow when we come back to this. Because for now, it's time to go. So. We made a lot of progress. We got the entire guard suit. And now we waddle around all cute-like when we're wearing it. Which is adorable. Also a decent bit into the thief costumes, and that's going to be nice. I think... Hold on. I think Rabbit was playing Batman again. Let me just see here. Yes, she is, in fact, playing Batman. Is she still playing Batman? Yeah. Doesn't look like she's ending anytime soon. Alright. I'm gonna send you all over to Rabbit. There we go. Okay. Thanks everyone for coming. I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you, Whimsy, again for the raid. It was nice seeing you guys. So, bye-bye for now.
What was it? I know that one. It's my favorite. Oh my god, Burek is raiding as well. Hello! Hello, Snuggly Burek. Hi, I can't give you a shout out, unfortunately. If someone in chat could put Burek's link, please, that would be very helpful. Oh my god, I was writing that guy for a while. That was an awkward thing to say. Hello, Hemlock, thank you so much for the follow. Ow! Wait, was that a